To recap from our earlier meeting, sometime this morning, approximately 4:15 a.m., there was a shooting at the Venlo Apartments, which is an apartment complex just off the campus here in Big Rapids. There was a Ferris student who was hit and who was being treated, originally treated in Big Rapids and transferred down to the Big Rapids, Grand Rapids Spectrum Healthcare. There's a vehicle that was described as being involved with people that were involved in the shooting. That vehicle was discovered by one of our officers shortly after the shooting. The vehicle was found in the parking lot of one of our on-campus apartment complexes. We established a perimeter, secured those areas. We were assisted by the Big Rapids Police Department and the Costa County Sheriff's Department, and eventually by the State Police Emergency Services team. They met with us, devised a plan to enter 2 different apartments. We had a tracking dog that gave us a track from the vehicle to 2 apartments. We did enter those apartments and did not find a suspect. The suspect in this case is a male, black male, approximately 20 to 22 years old, about 5'10", 150 pounds, with dreadlocks, black cargo pants, perhaps a black hoodie with a red vest. So at this time, we're continuing our search of the campus area. Right now, we're going door to door in that apartment complex to ensure that the suspect's not there, get any information we can get from the residents there. Several of the activities at Ferris that were planned there today have been canceled. This is a standard cautionary action until we get a better idea of what's going on in this case. I think the rest I can open up questions.
Did you find or recover any gun from the original scene, or are you treating this person as he is still armed?
We're treating this person as still armed. We have not recovered a gun. We're making good progress on identifying this person, totally unknown to us this morning. The detectives involved from the 3 agencies are making progress on identification, but we do not have them.
Okay. Do you know if this person is a student here at all? Or?
We don't know that yet. We're confirming, trying to confirm his identity with some eyewitnesses. If we can, then we can check to find out if the person is a student. There's nothing at this point that leads us to believe he was a student.
From back to the car, did you find any footprints in the snow besides just the tracking dog? Were there any footprints that may have led you somewhere?
There were footprints all over where the car was parked, so we didn't find anything that definitely led us in a certain direction. The dog did hit a print that went to one apartment in particular, possibly the next door apartment, close to the apartment. We hadn't checked. The state police emergency support team did check for us. So we're continuing then our search in that area of all the apartments. And we'll continue searching the campus. This now turns into, rather than just a campus search, which we are going to continue into a broader search. Once we confirm who the shooter is, find out where he's from, and we'll be involved in other police agencies in that search.
Anything that leads you to believe that he may have left the area? I know that's something that you're looking into. Maybe just kind of touched on.
Some of the behavior here is not inconsistent with someone who's involved in a serious crime, where they would be in a vehicle that's registered to someone else, which is what happened in this case, and then that vehicle would get somewhere, they would dump it, if you will, and get into another vehicle and take off. That's consistent with serious criminal action, folks that have been involved in serious crime like this.
So that car was registered to somebody? You checked who that was registered? That car was
we are trying to make contact with the registered owner of that vehicle. It's possible that the registered owner is involved in this incident.
Is the vehicle registered to a student on campus?
we're not sure the status of the registered owner as far as campus.
Was an eyewitness account, did they say that the suspect left with that car or in that car?
The witnesses indicated that suspects did get in the particular car that we were looking at, that we had under surveillance.
Are you starting to piece together any more motive for the shooting itself, whether it been robbery, argument, party type of thing?
We really don't know at this point. It would seem more of an argument altercation. We don't know that for sure. There was no robbery that we know of. The victim, to this point that we know of, has not been interviewed. Victims in Grand Rapids, obviously, with medical concerns, they have to take care of first. And then we hope the interview with the victim is going to help.
Do you have an update on the victim's condition?
I don't. As you know, those privacy rights are pretty well guarded by the hospital, so it's nothing that we can just call and get.
Just one shot, and do you know about where the person was struck?
The indications at this point are just one shot. The indications, early indications also are that the victim was not hit in a fatal area. Beyond that, for the victim's privacy.
You mentioned earlier that he was shot in the arm and the abdomen, but did it pass through the arm?
We're not sure.
Okay.
That's, some of the stuff, is what we've heard from witnesses, and we're not sure.
Is that part of the West Campus area that's, you guys are searching the apartments over in that area?
Yes.
Are those people,
Finch Court area.
and those people being told to stay in their apartments? The residents, are they being told to stay in their apartments while the search goes on?
We've been communicating with the campus community since early this morning. We've asked that they be extra alert, they lock their residences and areas, that they stay indoors if they can. One of the food courts, the West Cafe, has been shut down. Our Rock Cafe, which is on the east side of campus, is open. And we have police officers stationed at gathering areas on campus, such as the Rock Cafe, where students need to go and eat. We have numerous officers all over campus trying to make those areas secure while completing the search.
You said you're making progress on identifying who this person might be, because just the thinking is those dreads that he grew for a long time might be gone if you got to a place. Because did anybody see him, clearly, where they might be able to tell if he did have the hair or doesn't?
Right. We're still interviewing witnesses, and so you're right. Appearances can change. People can change lots of things. The early indications are we have some witnesses with some pretty good looks at this person, so we're hopeful that we can make a positive identification.
What would you say to students that might feel a little uneasy walking from campus right now?
Unfortunately, as safe as Big Rapids is, and as safe as Ferris is, no place is immune from serious crime anymore. We know that. We've seen incidents much greater than these in small town America. So the students here and anywhere always have to be diligent, travel together, keep your rooms secure, keep your rooms locked, keep vehicles locked and secure. Unfortunately, violent crime can show up